and welcome to another episode of Onkwariwa'shòn. Join us as we provide you information about the St. Regis Mohawk Tribe's divisions and programs. We are pleased to share all the work that's being done to help build a better tomorrow. I'm your guest host, Montana Adams, and let's get started. This episode we will take a look at the upcoming Beautify Akwesasne workshops, as well as the Akwesasne Tourism Strategic Action Plan. Our guests will give you information on both initiatives and how you can get involved. If you could please introduce yourselves.
Yep. I'm Lindsay Tarbell. I'm the planner for economic development with the St. Regis Mohawk Tribe.
And I'm Petty Peters. I'm the community planner with the Department of Dehodionawago, MCA.
Where did the idea of Beautify Akwesasne come from?
Beautify Akwesasne is part of an overall initiative to develop an Akwesasne tourism industry, which was identified in 2008. The tribe did a comprehensive community development plan with over 500 respondents, in which, in the economic section, cultural tourism was identified as one of the goals. So from then, the following year, we developed a cultural tourism strategy called Sharing the Spirit. Then we developed a Akwesasne Tourism Strategic Plan that was rolled out from an event called Experience Akwesasne. And then just recently, this year, we completed the Akwesasne Tourism Strategic Action Plan. And also, to follow up from that 2008 comprehensive plan, MCA also finished their own plan this year.
Who are the organizations involved in this initiative?
The initiative is being steered by the Akwesasne Tourism Working Group. And the organizations involved is the Native North American Traveling College, the Akwesasne Cultural Center and Museum, the Ungahuma Arts Council, the Akwesasne Area Management Board, Mohawk Council of Akwesasne, the Mohawk Nation Council of Chiefs, and the St. Regis Mohawk Tribe. So we all together form the Akwesasne Tourism Working Group.
What are some of the projects being worked on or being considered?
One of the projects that's going to be starting really soon is the beautification of Akwesasne, and the lead on that is a Native North American Traveling College, and they are going to be pushing forth this initiative, which is to focus on the corridor on Gawanoge, the Route 37, and St. Regis Road. And what we're looking at is getting some applications in to help beautify and clean up those routes to make it more inviting and more appealing to people visiting Akwesasne. The dam in Hogan is coming down, and we're looking at putting something in those spots, and part of that was an art park, and it's been identified in both plans a need for a space that is geared more towards the music and the arts, and that's what we're looking at in there, and we'll be presenting that to the community and getting feedback on the wants and needs for those two spaces as well.
Yeah, because it's also made up of two parcels on each side of the river. So one of the parcels is a heavy geared towards the arts, and then the other side we've noticed about the resources there has a strong environmental plan to it that we're developing. So like Penny said, once we develop a final concept, we're going to be bringing it out to the community.
Is there an opportunity for community members to participate?
Yep, so our recently completed Akwesasne Tourism Strategic Action Plan that we developed this year is out for public comment that the working group helped to develop. And that comment period ends August 1st. You can pick up an application electronically or hard copy at any of the working group organization locations that I mentioned previously. Or if there's any other questions, they can contact myself or Penny. We'll be happy to help. We also have a public presentation on the Akwesasne Tourism Strategic Action Plan. It's going to be July 19th at the Akwesasne Housing Authority Training Center at 5 o'clock to do a PowerPoint presentation on the overall. We call it ATSAP because it is a large initiative. And again, the third workshops for the award that the museum received, the Citizens Institute on Rural Design, is happening in November.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah, the working group, I'm really proud of our working group. We are made up of a lot of different organizations and we work really well together. We find that this initiative is a community initiative, and it's a community-led initiative, and it's going to be like that from, it's a lot of years in the making, and it's been a lot of years to get here this far. So I just want to add that the groundwork, it's been 8 years that we've laid a lot of planning and serious thought and done a lot of work to get to this point, because we understand the importance of making sure that we have a solid base and strong foundation moving forward with everything. And everything is going to have a community engagement process. So this is just the beginning of our communications for it. And we're really looking forward to the community feedback and having them participate and hearing what they have to say on the work we've done so far.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to hearing a lot from the community. It's a great project, it's a great initiative, and it's just a chance to be proud of who we are here in Akwesasne.
How is the Traveling College participating in the beautification projects?
So the Traveling College is the project manager and lead on this project. And we're very excited to partner with many different organizations in Akwesasne to make sure that this happens. And we have a great array of cultural resources to input into beautifying Akwesasne, so that's why we were the main contact for this.
What will the workers be doing?
With the launch of the project, there's several different benefits that come from it. We have not only the Akwesasne becoming beautified as a result of the work that we're doing, the workers themselves will gain extensive experience in all different areas of either carpentry or, laborer skills or a lot of different types of things. Plus, along the duration of the project, the actual workers themselves will receive all of their safety certifications that are required for the position. So when the contract is completed, they actually have a lot of certifications they get to walk away with also.
What are some of the services the work crew will provide?
Many of the tasks include litter removal and cleanup, garbage removal, as well as beautifying Akwesasne in terms of painting signage, making sure that different garbage is picked up within our territory, and also like planting flowers and things of that nature. So it's just an initial start to all of those types of things. That's our first and foremost task, is to fix the little things that make a big impact.
Will local businesses benefit from Beautify Akwesasne?
These avenues will provide a more friendly appearance at the front of these businesses, and that will allow visitors that are coming through town or travelers that are passing through to stop in at these businesses and know that they're ready to receive them. And that's more money for Akwesasne and more money for our economy. So that helps out a lot.
What areas of the community are being looked at for the beautification projects?
Gawanoga's main corridor between the two bridges, Route 37 and St. Regis Road, are the main project areas.
What are some of the criteria to be considered?
Basically, if we were looking at it like the public frequents those locations the most, we kind of look at those areas as being the areas where it would be nice to have it beautified a little, to allow a little bit more comfort for the people that go to those specific areas. Also, visibility. If it has the most visibility along any of the corridors that we had discussed as the target locations, those areas we were looking at beautifying also, so that when people do come through those areas, we would be able to provide a nice representation of our community. Also, the level of work that's needed for individuals or for businesses, there is a limited amount of time that we can do a particular project at particular locations, simply because we have a very short contract. I think it's 20 weeks long, and with that 20 weeks, we need to use those 20 weeks valuably. So the people that are willing to put their application in for assistance, what we can provide is we provide the labor, Area Manager Board and the Traveling College and community supports input into this project is to allow for that labor to be available for our community members. Any materials that you need, such as paint, constructing a sign, building a bench, or those types of things, would be the owner's responsibility. So if there is a sign that needs to be posted and you want laborers to come and help with the sign, or something needs to be painted, the employer or the business owner or the homeowner would need to supply those materials.
Who can individuals contact to learn more about the application process?
To learn more about the pilot project and to get your business or home on the list, you can call us at the Traveling College, 613-932-9452. I know we will have applications available online. I'm not sure when that will be, but they will be available to print out and then submit back to the Traveling College. And if anybody has any questions on whether their project is eligible, we will be reviewing them here and making that schedule and list from those applications.
Do you guys have anything else to add?
I think it's really important to reiterate the fact that not every project is going to be chosen for the pilot, but that doesn't mean that we're not going to have more projects like this in the future. This is only the beginning and the first step, and I think we all need to take a great leap forward when it comes to beautifying Akwesasne, and it's shown today with all of these wonderful people that have come together for this initiative that it's a community effort, and you're only as strong as the networks that you create. And we're really making a great effort to bring all of these departments, all of these community organizations together to make sure that we are creating a nice Akwesasne for everyone in the community as well as those who visit. So it's not just about increasing cultural tourism, it's about increasing community pride.
How is this project going to be funded?
Actually, the beautification project came through Akwesasne Area Management Board. They were able to get funding for that, and I think Home Depot is also contributing to it, and so that's really nice to see businesses outside of Akwesasne pitching in.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell us about the CERD grant and how it's going to help with the project?
The CERD grant and the beautification project work together really nice. They were totally separate projects that happened to work together as far as the same aims of really helping people in Akwesasne to identify what they would like to see is the way that the CERD workshops will help the beautification project. And the beautification project is going to help CERD because they'll actually be able to implement some things before the workshop takes place. And so people will get a chance to see what's been done and maybe be able to bring a critical eye to that and say, oh, we really love this, we want to see more of this, and come up with some new ideas. This makes us think of how much better we can make our community.
How much is the award?
The award is $10,000, and that's to actually hold the workshop. It'll be over the course of a couple days, and there'll be a lot of different activities, and some will be times when anybody can come, be open to families to come, and then there'll be about a day and a half that we're asking people to devote that whole day and a half. So not everybody can do that, but we're going to target people who would really like to do that.
When are the workshops?
November 17 to 19, and the Saturday will be like one of the days for families to come. We'll have like activities for all ages, and then we'll have a session on Thursday evening also where it'll be open. The venue we have picked out so far is to have it at the Grand Mohawk Inn.
Do you have anything else you'd like to add?
One thing I want to mention is hoping to get a lot of people to come out to some of our pre-workshop activities. We don't know just what they're going to be yet, but we're hoping to have a booth at the powwow, maybe wellness day, friendship days, and then maybe have at least one or two things specifically for the workshop to get people thinking about design.
All right, well, thank you for your time. I hope the project goes well.
Thanks.
1, 2, 3. Beautify Akwesasne!
The workshops for the Beautify Akwesasne project will be taking place on November 17th and 19th at the Grand Mohawk Inn. The application can also be downloaded at SRMT's and MCA's websites, and you can also contact Sarah Rourke at 613-932-9492 for the Traveling College for more information. The projects encourage you to participate in both these initiatives to make Akwesasne more beautiful than it already is. Once again, this is Montana Adams and Onkwariwa'shòn.